welcome to the video. Today, join me. We're on a tributary of the River Brownie. As I say, it's completely wild. I don't know if anyone else has ever fished this before, to tell you the truth. I'll show you what we're working with. It's not the biggest pool in the world, but we'll see if there's anything in it. So this is what we've got today. I mean, it does look quite deep. I mean, it seems like we've got a nice deep bowl down here, so we're going to try that. Other than that, I'm going to get the rod set up. As per usual, we're going to use the same setup as last time. Hold on, bear with us. There we are. Right, we're going to use the same setup. So what I've got is a centre pin again, snellcock aerial, a turbotini size 12 in black chrome, and then a 1 BB shot about 6 to 8 inches away. Chosen bait, we're going to use worm again. We're going to see if that works. If not, I have got a pint of maggots there. I've also got some bread flake as well, just to try and see what we can get. But as I say, I'll keep you up to date. We'll get the first chuck in and see what happens there. So we've just started getting little knocks and taps. The only thing different of what I've done this time is I've put two little white maggots on. I mean, there's plenty of activity in the swim. There's loads of minnows kicking about. But we have just had a little salmon pour out, about that big. So if there's one, hopefully there might be another one or something a little bit more substantial. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but we are starting to get bites again. Maybe I should drop hook size and go down to a 16 or 14 or something. There's definitely something I'm gonna go with it. So, oh Jesus! Yeah, that was my bad. Looking the wrong way. There's a fair old whack as well for such a little stream. No, fingers crossed. All we can do is try. There we go. We've got the culprit. Another little salmon paw. Tiny, but all the same, beautiful little fish, especially from a little stream that I didn't even think I had fish in it. Yes, we're going to put straight back. So we're on again. I think it could be another little salmon paw, which is a good sign. There it is. Beautiful little fish. Perfect little fish. We're getting put back. So we've had 3 salmon paw so far. Biggest only going about that big. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try something different. I'm just going to try three whites. I think they're dead. Yeah, they are, because I put them in the freezer for 2 days, so they should be dead anyway. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to loose feed about 4 or 5, put it into the main flow. I mean, there's a little fish actually sitting there on the top of the surface. But just drop it back out and we'll see what the maggot does. Might never know, it could pick up another species. Just drop that down in the same sort of space, in the same sort of hole down there. It seems to be about 6 to 7 foot deep. Maybe even a little bit more. As I say, so I'm just using the split shot on, just to find out, because I've never been here. I don't know if anyone has ever fished, to tell you the truth. So that's what makes it more exciting, because you don't know what could be in here. It could be anything. Oh, we're getting bites again. And we're on. Yeah. I've got this time. That's a bit better size. That's another salmon paw. Beautiful little fish. Colours on that. Sometimes it's not all about gar. It's absolutely fin perfect. Probably never ever seen a hook in its life, and maybe not never seen one ever again. Beautiful. We're getting back. So we're in again. Another little salmon paw. There he is. God, they're really on the theme. I didn't think there was this many fish in such a small little stream. And there he is again. Lovely little salmon paw. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Sometimes it's not all about the size of them when they look like that. Look at that. Perfect in miniature. Beautiful. Right, we'll get him unhooked and get him back. So we're up to 4 salmon paw now. Which is pretty good going actually. I'm over the moon with that. Gonna try again. This time I'm gonna put on a bigger bunch of maggots, so there's about 5 or 6 on there. Put 7 on. Same as last time. Just a BB split shot and a size 12 turbittini. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to flick it out in this little pool here. Oh, we're getting bites again. There we go. Oh, I missed him. Same again. Same spot. Flick out. See if we can get lucky and get another one. We're getting bites. See it in the current. Anyway, what we'll do, we'll give it another half an hour. It's another little bit just downstream that I seen yesterday, and it seems like a nice little run. Oh, we're on again. Another little salmon paw. Tiny little salmon paw. Still all the same, it's another fish. Happy days. But anyway, as I was saying, what we'll do is we'll go downstream and we'll have a look and see what we can get down there. So, just reflicked. We've hooked into something a little bit better. Definitely the biggest fish of the session. Rod tip just bounced over, which I was not expecting in the slightest, to tell you the truth. Look at that for such a small stream. I know he's not the biggest fish in the world. But oh god. When he chills out. That is the biggest salmon paw I've probably ever had in my life. So I'm chuffed to bits. Beautiful little fish. Right, we'll get him unhooked, we'll get him straight back. That takes the total up to 5. Happy days, look at that. Beautiful. Right, so you join me at a new spot. currently we're doing something a little bit more different. We're trotting now, and we're using a float. And lo and behold, I've just getting the swim going, and it's our old friend the salmon paw again. So we'll get him straight back, and I'll show you the rig that I'm using this time. Right. So this is what I'm using now. I'm using just a little float. It should be locked in place where float stops, but unfortunately, being me, I completely forgot them today in a rush. So I've just used 2 little number 6s there. And I've just got 2 number 6s just down the line, and then that's going to a Camazan B11, I think it is, in size 14. And all I'm doing is putting 2 maggots on. I think you might be able to see the run where I'm at. If you just look behind me, and if you look over to the left hand side where that overhanging tree is, that's all I'm doing, is just flicking a few maggots out, dropping this over the top, and then seeing what happens. As I say, I'll quickly get this flipped out. So that's all I'm doing, is putting it underneath there. Really, for trotting you should be using a longer rod, but luckily with the spot that I'm in, it's a bit too tight anyway. Just see if I can get one. Oh, floats a bit. There we go, we're on again. Seems a bit better fish. Wrap around the back. There we go, we saw it. It is, I think it's a brownie. It is a brownie. Just put some more in there. Yeah, he's a nice little brown trout. There he is. Just grab the mat for a second. I'll just put this down, because it can be quite lively. There we are, he's an absolutely fin perfect little brown trout. Absolutely spot on. So I'll take a photo of that one and we'll get him straight back. Right, so we're just getting that fish back. Nice little brownie, just under £1, or maybe half a pound. Again, same setup, a foot, just over a foot, 2 dropper shot, and a DJI handcrafted waggler float. These are the only floats I use. I'll put the link in the description down below, because they are fantastic floats. He also does them in lifter floats, peacock quill, anything you can think of, he does them, he makes them, and they are fantastic. I mean, this one's been going probably about 8 months and there's no wear on it whatsoever. So as I say, we'll get it straight back out and see what we can do. So just straight back out underneath that tree again. There's actually a fish just boiled to the left. I missed him. So what we're doing is we're just trotting them through, little pinch of maggots. There's a really substantial fish just boiled right to the left actually. So as we get to about that point, I don't know if you can see it. again. Missed him. As I say, we'll just keep working this swim. Fingers crossed we might pick up something other than a trout. I mean, we did get a salmon pole when we first started here, and that little brownie. But you never know, there might be something else. Could be anything in here. Let's just slow it again. Every time I've done that same spot. Every single time. Right. I'm going to pause the video for now. But as I say, any more action and I'll keep you back up to date. Well, we're at the third and final spot of today's session so far. We've just had to wade through all this just to get to this bend in the river. We've come about maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile downstream. But this is what I've just waded through just to get to the spot. I mean, some of these are what, 6-7 foot tall just to get here. Sorry, beg your pardon, phone nearly died. It's on 20%. Anyway, so this is where I'm going to be fishing now. It's a lovely little bend, lovely glide in the river. If you have a look, I'll just turn you around. Have a look, this is what I'm going to be working with. So it comes to this pool. We're going to trot the maggots down. We're going to see what we can do. Right, let's get set up and straight back in. I'll keep you up to date and let's see how we get on there. There we go. Another few more passes through. Another little tiny salmon pour. Catch them all day long. Lovely little fish. Right, we'll get them unhooked and we'll get them straight back. Well, it's come to that time again. The end of the video, unfortunately, and it's also time for me to pack up. As you can see, we're losing the light. I'm going to put a link to my Facebook page and also my normal Facebook. If you'd do us a favour and either put a like on the page or add us as a friend, whatever you want to do. Oh, I'm getting taps on the worm. Sorry. Just while the rod's sat out, I've just took off the float. I've just put an SSG shot on, just a lob worm. And I'll show you where I've put it. I've just put it just underneath the tree there, just where the crease is in the water. Just to see if there's something just sitting underneath there. You never know, it's getting to that time now anyway. But as I say, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes and then that's it, it's going to be game over. I'm going to get myself packed up and walk back to the bike. But as I was saying, Facebook will be linked in. If you could subscribe to the channel, put a like on it. Just share it about your mates and just let them know. Yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it. But unfortunately we're not finishing on a fish this time. You never know, but unfortunately not. As I say, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to fish for you as always. My name is Jacques Chu, and until the next weekend. See you later, have a good one.